We're live once again. We get the microphone hooked back up. We had to move it to do the Tarot de Marseille course. So we started that today and making a couple of videos already. Hopefully we'll get started on that and do one video, maybe 2 videos a week on the Tarot de Marseille. So looking forward to that. Kind of goes in with the playing card course as well, which is coming up, and also the Solabusca, which is coming up as well. Amy, hey, haven't seen you before. Welcome. Jade, how's it going? Welcome back. Krista, hey, how's it going? CM, welcome back. We're playing cards and messing around here, getting everybody in. And Divine Empress Tarot, welcome back as well. Jennifer, how's it going? Audacious Queen, good to see you again. Sacred Turtle, good to see you again as well. Cynthia Smith, Gazelle Padilla, it's good to see you. Hello, everyone, and good evening. Doing Saturday night tarot readings. Here it goes. Shelley Cornell, Audacious Queen, Brandon Kane. So we're doing the TDM course. We've been working on that today. So we're going to have some of that coming in probably next week and all that. So the next week after that, we're going to do the Magician. So we did the Fool for the first, and the next one is going to be the Magician. So Magician would be, I guess, a 2, and then turn it back over and it's a 7. So the Magician is coming up for the TDM course. Tons of fun, because he is more of a street performer than an actual magician. So it's very interesting that we do that, and we have all that. All right, so let's get the hello. And AHCH, welcome back. R. Nabil, hello. Sandra, good to see you. Marina, we have a ton of people in here. So Sacred Turtle coming in with the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Sacred Turtle, did you have a question? So while we wait, let's scroll up and check out the chat. Thank you very much, Sacred Turtle. I appreciate it. Let's see. Sacred Turtle. Jade Mystic. I was wondering if you could tell me what the future holds for me and Steven. Is it the highest possible outcome relationship-wise? All right. So we'll see if Sacred Turtle has a question. If not, we're going to go, while we wait, to Jade Mystic and do Jade Mystic's question. Jade Mystic asks, let's see. Let me open this up and do Jade Mystic. Jade Mystic wants to know about, let's see, future of Stephen and I. So the future of Stephen and I. Could you let me know how my retirement will go this spring? Sure, we'll do that. All right, so let's copy that to clipboard with the Jade Mystic. Can I copy this? Okay. So, Sacred Turtle wants to know about retirement. Retirement. All right, let's see how the retirement is going to go. When are you starting the retirement? We'll go this spring. That's awesome. Congratulations on your retirement. I still have a few years before I can do that. That is going to be a lot of fun. So what types of activities do you have planned, or what types of things do you have planned to sort of keep you busy? So retirement's always kind of fun, right? You get to plan on how not to do work. That's the best part. That is the best part of retirement, is not doing any more work. No commute to work, no hectic, no stress, none of that stuff. Are you going on any big vacation or any celebratory things for retirement? Are you going to get a RV and go tour the world on that thing, or how's it going to go? So that would be interesting. Labyrinth 711, hello. Rainy Days, hello, how's it going? Let's see. Kezia, hey, how are you? Krista, welcome back. Jade Mystic, welcome back as well. R. Nabil, welcome back. How's it going? All right, so let's look at Sacred Turtle's retirement. The 4 of Visions. So we have a little chance here, the 4 of Visions, of a little boredom as we sort of sneak into that retirement section, right? Maybe a little bit of change of pace, a little change of sort of attitude. So the 4 of Visions is sort of the boredom card, right? is going to hitting the road and traveling the country. That's going to be awesome. So the 4 of vision, it's going to be a transition. There's going to be a lot of different things going on with the retirement. One of which is, like I said, that fact that you're not really working, you don't have that stress. A lot of different things have to change, so it's a completely different lifestyle, right? You were in this lifestyle here, and now you're in a totally different lifestyle. So the 4 of visions, watch out for that boredom, watch out for that downtime. And it sounds like if you're traveling, you're going to have a lot of things. So have things planned, right? Have things planned. The lovers, I assume you're traveling with your partner there. So the lovers, I think this is going to be a time to where you can sort of reunite with a lot of feelings. You can reunite with a lot of things that maybe sort of fell over the wayside, or if you don't have a partner, it's an opportunity to meet someone or something like this. But the lovers, right after the boredom, it's almost like the lovers sort of cures the boredom, right? The lovers cures the boredom. It helps a little bit with that. So, it's going to be a big help as far as connecting, reconnecting, finding things that you had that you no longer have and stuff like that. So the lovers right after the boredom, it almost seems like the boredom lasts a little bit until you can adjust. And then once you adjust, you're going to be able to sort of hit the road running, no pun intended with hitting the road, but hit the road running with all of that other stuff. So the 6 of boons, it's going to be important to get comfort. If you're hitting the road in an RV, if you're hitting the road in a truck or whatever have you, it's important to have some comfort items, some comfort things in that space, right? Some things that sort of remind you of home, some things that you can sort of, just you and your dogs, there you go. So you get that some things, so almost like it's you and your dogs here, right? So you get that comfort. So take some things that comfort you and make you comfortable and make you feel at home and stuff like that. It could be knickknacks. It could be some things that you're really close to. Your dog's obviously going to keep you company as well. But also sort of plan for a confined space requires a particular amount of planning, because when you go, let's say in an RV, you need to have certain stuff that you've never even heard of before, right? So stuff like damp rid, for example, to get rid of some of the moisture to prevent mold. And so be sure to do all of this research, right? The 9 of boons. Do all of this research that you can, and make sure that you have that preparation, or you have the types of things that you need for a trip. Because obviously living in a closed space, all of a sudden you need all sorts of weird things. Especially an RV requires a bunch of weird things that you've never even heard of before. So make sure you do that research and do that. Make sure you get some comforts of home and you take that along. It's going to be important for you. So again, avoid boredom. Make sure that you don't have that boredom setting in. Maybe take, I don't know, whatever type things that you love, like maybe some board games that are fun to play by yourself, whatever, like this. So the lovers, if you're just you and your dog, it's going to point to you have an opportunity to meet some other people. And meet some other people, not only just new friends, but things like that. So you can get into the traveling community. You can get into the RV community. Now with the internet, you can connect with a bunch of people. You can be on social media and find a bunch of friendly people, and you can be in an RV park and they're there and they're going the same place you're going. So there's a time to connect with a bunch of different people. It's time to get the social networking out. It's going to be a lot of fun for you. It's going to be entertaining. And as long as you have those comforts, you avoid the boredom, you adjust to it, you're going to make a lot of new friends and stuff like that. Make sure that you're prepared for a confined space, a smaller space, because again, it does have requirements that are not required when you're living at home, right? So the Hermit upside down, make sure that you do those social connections like I'm talking about. To get on the social media and have the social connections, get in some RV groups or some traveling groups, and then you have all of these social connections or networking connections, and you're going to have people that are supportive. If anything goes wrong with your equipment, you're going to have people that are supportive that maybe know the equipment, stuff like this. So it's a time of change, and it's a time of adjustments, and it's going to be really fun. So it looks like fun. It looks like a lot of fun. So yeah. It's going to be awesome. That would be awesome, just traveling everywhere and getting all that good stuff. All right, so let's move on to the other reading that I promised real quick. Let's see. And thanks again for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. So Jade Mystic wanted to know the feature maybe, or the future as well, the future of Stephen and I. Let's take a break and say hello, Shante. Hello, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, please do that. I have 700 videos on the channel, so tons of stuff. We just started the Tarot de Marseille class. So we're doing Tarot de Marseille, which the full course I don't think exists on YouTube right now, so that's really kind of cool. So grab a hold of that and check that out. Brenda, how's it going? Amy, how are you? General, please. All right, Cynthia Smith, how's it going? And Jennifer Billen, hey. So Lakeisha Welch, hey, this gal, and Kyla, cool. All sorts of people here. I appreciate everyone joining and watching me today. So we'll do the, I forget what this is called. This is the Thoth derivative, the Rosetta Tarot. We're going to do the Rosetta Tarot, and we're going to do that for Jade Mystic. Wants to know about the future of Stephen and I. So let's check this out. I have no idea what that noise is. Somebody's talking. Somebody's talking. I think I was watching a video game stream, and I think they hosted someone else, because now I have just random people talking in the background. So if you hear random talking in the background, that is my video game theme. My video game stream hosted someone else, and now it's a new person. All right, so let's get this. About the future of Stephen and I. Worry upside down. That's interesting. So is there some concern? Is there some concern? I'm kind of interested in this worry upside down. So there seems to be some concern or something going on that's going to alleviate and that's going to lessen, right? The Knight of Cups. I would not mind another card on top of the Knight of Cups, actually. The Knight of Cups and the Princess of Cups. That's interesting. So the Knight of Cups is the wanderer. He just sort of flows through. He's that emotional stronghold. He's that movement and all sorts of interesting things as far as relationships and cups and emotions concerned. And then we pulled a random card on top of that of the Princess of Cups. So as far as the relationship goes, as far as the connection goes, we have an uneven connection at the end of this. So yeah, Jade Mystic, let me know about the worry. Is there some worry? Is there some concern? Something going on? A lot of times you could have that. You could have a bunch of doubts. But the Ace of Wands is definitely moving forward. Ace of Wands doesn't mess around. Ace of Wands is the new beginning of action, the new beginning of fire. So it's moving forward, and it's going forward, and it seems like it's going to be moving along whether you like it or not, right? But then we have indolence, sort of that 8, right? That sort of dissatisfaction of a lot of different things. Then we have the Princess of Discs, which is coming across as, if you look at the card, it's coming across as this barren wasteland and trying to adjust within the barren wasteland, or trying to become more within the barren wasteland and make it more. So it's almost like that it's going forward, and it's going forward like it or not. Because the other cards, again, going forward like it or not. So as far as a relationship, I'm not really sure that that's 100% just golden and all this stuff. So it looks like there may be some challenges. So it is going forward. Indolence upside down again points me to almost like a recovery from a previous relationship, maybe, because indolence is that real dissatisfaction. So you're coming from a place of dissatisfaction and you're trying to recover from it, or you're trying to heal from it. And then we have the Princess of Discs, almost like a lot of things were taken away from you in a previous relationship, or a lot of things were removed for this relationship. Maybe you did some sacrifices for the relationship, but there's this barren wasteland, and a lot of that is coming through in this card, right? So let me know what the barren wasteland is. That could be, again, a previous relationship with the indolence upside down, trying to recover from that. That could be that you sacrificed something to get into the relationship, or you gave up somebody else to get into the relationship. And then worry upside down points me to, again, trying to recover from worrying about the relationship. That indecisiveness where you sometimes want to go forward, sometimes you don't want to go forward, but it's almost like you're sort of forced to go forward, or you really got excited about going forward. And then once you got in here, you had this mess. And this mess, you're trying to adjust, you're trying to fix it, you're trying to figure out how to adjust yourself within this. So the interesting part about the last two cards, right? We have the Knight of Cups upside down and the Princess of Cups. And you have this connection between the two, right? Between the two. The Princess is just an absolutely beautiful type connection and all this other stuff. But the Knight of Cups is sort of the flow, is sort of the movement, the relationship, the love flow and all of this stuff. And it's turned upside down, meaning almost like there's a bit of a hesitation as far as the relationship goes between both parties. So yeah, a little bit of hesitation, definitely moving forward. Get rid of the worry. I'm kind of wondering about what sacrifices were made or what type of previous relationships caused some of the worry and whatnot, because we do have that barren wasteland coming in, and it does look like a bit of an uneven relationship. So you can adjust for this, you can sort of fix this, but you're going to have to work at it. It's going to take some effort. Emmy, how's it going? Thank you so much for the YouTube subscription. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we have tons and tons, literally tons of videos. So Maha, how's it going? It's good to see you. Jovi, it's good to see you again. Emmy, how's it going? Brenda, general reading. This Galzal, hello. Jakari, hello. Rex Rabbits, what's going on? Lakeisha and Emmy. Kesia. All right, so Jovi, advice on what I should do. Should I wait for him or let go? What are his feelings towards me? All right, let's tackle Jovi Elf's question. All right. Hello, I am not S. Okay, are you T? If you're not S, you could be T. Are you? Or maybe R. All right. Let's see. Jovi wants to know. Hello. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. There you go. And Anna, hello, welcome. All right. So Jovi wanted to know, should I wait for him or let him go? Feelings towards me. Okay. Should I wait for him or let him go? Feelings towards me. Now, before we start, this is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Please do not take any actions based upon what a random dude on YouTube thinks about your relationship with the tarot cards. Please, please never do that. That is bad. So this is entertainment. We're going to read the cards and see what the cards say and see how the cards answer your question. All right, so here we go. So Jovi wants to know, should I wait for him or let him go? Isn't that a song? That could be a song if it's already not a song. We'll draw a few cards here. Shantae G, thanks. Hey, Shantae G, I appreciate the 777. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Did you have a question? Did you ask a question? Let me see. I need to scroll up. Shantae G, did you ask a question or are you just saying thanks? Thank you, by the way, very much. I greatly appreciate it. If you had a question, can you repeat it? Let's say I wanted to ask about career. I hate my job. Okay, I hate my job. Join the crowd with that. There are many jobs like that. So we'll do that in just a minute, Shantae. I greatly appreciate the donation. All right, so let's talk about, should I wait for him or let him go? Again, entertainment purposes only, etc. Let's see. Let's do one more card. Let's do one more card. Where are my cards? We can do an Oracle card as well from my Oracle deck coming out on Kickstarter at the end of January. So I'm getting it printed right now. I had to change printers, unfortunately. Okay, freedom. Well, we already have sort of a trend here. We already have a bit of a trend here. Freedom. So should I wait for him or no? Should I wait for him or let him go? Well, we have the Oracle card of freedom, but let's go through the tarot cards as well for that. Shantae, question in the chat. You hate your job. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Thanks again. Shelly, how's it going? Ya Men, how are you? All right. So we do have freedom. So let's look at this. 7 of Cups, right? It's about those choices. Do you have more choices? It looks like that you have a variety of choices. And maybe that's why you're asking him, should you wait or should you let him go? you have a variety of choices, and that's going to make it difficult when you have a variety of choices, because the next one, the Four of Wands, is that happy home. The Four of Wands is a happy home. You have everyone there, everyone's happy. You have that stability, that stability, right? The Wands, you have the stability within action, and it's a stable action. In other words, you know that this is how you want to go forward. You know that this is how you want to be when you go forward. And the Four of Wands is pointing you to the sort of the lack of the stability. It's almost like you're looking at the relationship as a lack of stability. It's sort of interesting with that. As far as the choices goes, again, the Seven of Cups with the various choices, I think that you have a few more choices than this, right? Otherwise, you know, your choices are going to be limited to just waiting for him. And I think the waiting for him has made you start to look at some of these other choices that you have. So it's sort of that double-edged sword, right? You sort of the dissatisfaction of the Four of Wands. You don't have that home. You don't have this person with you and all this other stuff. And it's causing you to look at other people, maybe look at other choices. The Queen of Swords, it's going to be all about the communication. It's going to sort of be that disconnect between the communication, because we have the Queen of Swords and upside down Queen of Pentacles. The Earth side is not fixed. The Earth side is not happy. The communication side, it's almost like that he's a good communicator. He's good on the phone, or he's good on the chat, or what, but he makes you feel like you want to feel, right? So he makes you feel in that comfort zone. He makes you feel that well. But the Four of Wands, you don't have that stability. You don't have that home stability. And it's causing you to look at other things and stuff like that. And you're just not happy overall as a Queen of Pentacles upside down. You're not happy with the sort of the earthy thing. You don't feel grounded, right? You don't feel stable. And not feeling grounded, not feeling stable is sort of working on that. Yuwu, thank you so much for the subscription. We have tons and tons of videos. We just started the Tarot de Marseille course. If you want to check those out, we have hundreds and hundreds of videos to choose from. So you have that dissatisfaction on the earthly realm, or on the stability realm, in more than one place, right? So again, you're getting the communication that you want, but it's just not filling the need. It's sort of like eating too much candy, right? You're full, but you're still sort of hungry. But you're still sort of hungry because it didn't fill you up. So you're getting that communication. It's not filling you up. You're not satisfied with the earthly thing. So the Eight of Swords, ultimately, it's going to be about this sort of closing our eyes and taking the leap. If you want to take that leap, that's going to be completely up to you. But we have a lot of dissatisfaction within the spread. We have more choices if you want to take the more choices. But if you're looking for the Four of Wands, that stability, that home thing, if you're looking for the groundedness and all that stuff, it's going to be a challenge to get it with the current pathway that you're looking at. And the Eight of Swords sort of points you in that direction as well. The Eight of Swords sort of says, I'm going to be blindfolded and take the leap and hope it doesn't hurt, right? So whether you take the leap or not, just be aware that it could hurt. This could be a painful situation to where you have some sort of a breakup, or you have some other choice, and you think another choice may be great, and then it doesn't turn out, and you're like, I miss him. I should have waited for him. So you're going to have to make that decision on your own. Again, I do see a lot of dissatisfaction. I do see a lot of choices. And the Freedom Oracle card just kind of rounds out the entire reading. So your action is up to you. I just sort of summed up what the tarot cards said. And that is that. So let me know how you like it. How do your readings work? There are a ton of people here right now. So ask your question, and I will see if I can get to it. Right now we're doing Shantae. Shantae has a bit of a job dissatisfaction here. So yeah, we'll do that. So we'll put C and job dissatisfaction. Okay. So do you want to change jobs? Do you want to move jobs? Do you want to stay with this job? You seem pretty dissatisfied with it. So we're going to use, I forgot what tarot this is. I have way too many tarots. Once you get like 150 tarot decks, at that point, you're just kind of confused as to what's what. I believe this is the one with the clouds, isn't it? Yeah, this is the one with the clouds. Anyway, I like this deck. It has some beautiful imagery. So we're going to use this deck. If anybody remembers the name of this, I did a review on my channel, but again, I just got tons more tarot in too, so one of those things. All right, we'll do one more card at the end there, and we'll try to see how this works out. So let's look at a job dissatisfaction reading. We got the 1. Well, that's interesting. So we got the ace just right off the bat. Let's see. Wow. All right. Got a lot of upside down cards. And we end in the movement. So again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not make any career or financial decisions based upon what a random dude on the internet says. Please don't do it. Use your better judgment. All right, so the Ace of Wands, you're ready to move. Ace of Wands, we got that new beginning. We got that new action feel, right? The Ace of Wands, you're ready to move. I mean, you're ready to go. You're ready to move, and a lot of factors coming in with this. Then we have the 2. The 2, so that domain feel, right? The 2, that domain feel. We have all of these other options. We have all of this big domain in front of us. We're looking out, and we have all of these beautiful things in front of us, but it's turned upside down. So I'm have to ask you, is there many options? Do you have other options? The domain turned upside down sort of points me to that maybe you don't have the options that you need or things like that. The 1 upside down, the Ace of Swords, right? The Ace of Swords upside down as well means that maybe you had applied for some other places, you did not get communication back, or you didn't get the type of communication back that you needed to get the other job or to move into this other space. So it seems like you're ready to move. We understand that. We understand that from the question. Yes, I understand that from the question. You're ready to move. The choices may be limited. You may have limited choices. You may be walking into a situation to where the choices aren't the ones that you want, or the choices aren't as robust as you thought. A lot of times we're ready to leave a job. We think we have other jobs lined up and it doesn't work out. Or somebody tells us, oh, you're guaranteed to get this job. I mean, we're waiting for you, guaranteed to get it. And then they come back and say, oh, well, by the way, yeah, somebody else took that. Or we don't have that position anymore. You're like, wait, what? You were like excited about it a minute ago. So anyway, so you may have limited choices with that. As far as communication, again, it seems like you applied for other places. You apply for other jobs. If you do apply for other jobs, the communication is going to be sparse. You're going to have to instigate a lot of this communication. You're going to have to go for a lot of this communication, and it's going to be incumbent upon you to do that and to sort of reach out. A lot of times people say, yeah, we're going to call you. And then nobody ever calls. So you're just like, wait a minute, I don't understand. They were calling me. They were all excited about calling me, and nobody ever actually called me. So you're going to have to sort of deal with that in your own way, and you're going to have to make sure that you follow up a lot of times with the communication. So yeah, there is that. The 4, you can't rest. You really can't rest. A lot of times you sort of ready to quit and you sort of take a quick vacation, or you're ready to quit and you're just going to relax for a bit or not do anything, or you know what I'm saying, between jobs you're just like, okay, I need a break. I'm going to take a month off. I'm just going to go travel or something like that. And the rest being upside down means you can't rest. You're going to have to hit the ground running on day 1 if you do quit, or if you do make a move. If you do make a move, you're going to have to hit the ground running. And it's going to be important to do that, again, because of the limited positions, because of the limited scope, right? Because of the lack of communication from people that you had asked about, or the lack of communication between people you applied with. A lot of the managers are just not going to call you back. And again, you just can't rest. You have to hit the ground running. If you do make a move, make sure your resume is on point. Make sure it's perfect. Make sure you run it by a few people. It's exactly what you need. It's exactly what people are looking for. Make sure you've already scouted out positions. Make sure you've already put in for positions, etc., etc. So you just can't rest. The 3 looks like you are going to be taking a break from working. The 3, that productivity. And the 3, as far as numerology is concerned, is that launching of new things, right? So the 1 is the new explosion of newness, but the 3 is actually, okay, I'm hitting the ground running, I'm going with this, I'm moving along with this. And that being upside down tells me, especially with the Pentacles, that you could be looking at a break, whether you like it or not. It could be a lull in play. And that sort of makes sense, right? Because of the lack of communication, because of the lack of sort of a lot of positions. Again, you can't rest because you're going to have this lull and you're going to have to use that lull to get these other positions. But ultimately, we have the 8, which means move. Ultimately, the 8 is the movement card. That's going to be where you're going to be, moving and moving around. So again, please don't make any decisions based upon some random dude on the internet reading your cards. This is for entertainment purposes only, etc., etc. But the 8 is a movement card. So we have just a roundabout grand scheme here of things that concern you, things to look out for, and planning for planning purposes. No matter what you choose, good luck, and let us know how all of that goes. All right, cool. So that was for Sunday. How long will it take for me? How long will it take for Kay to heal? Shall I wait for him or move forward? How's everyone doing? Hello, Jenna. Thank you for joining me. Krista, thank you for joining me. I'm a believer. I don't think I've seen you before. I appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe. The subscribe button. We have 700 videos on the channel. I just started a Tarot de Marseille course. I've never seen this before on YouTube, so I'm thrilled about this, and I'm excited about this. So we're going to have more videos on that next week. We have tons of live readings. We're going to have morning and night today and tomorrow. So here we go. All right, Cynthia asks, I just met someone. Is he interested in me, or am I wasting my time? I'm writing 5 pilot CAA exams in January. The pass mark is 75. That is a lot of tests. Welcome, Emmy. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone watching. And Brittany, hello. How are you? All right, Dorothea, how long will it take for Kay to heal? Shall I wait for him to move forward? Should I take my spiritual path? Okay, let's see. My friend Catherine, hang out with me again. Hoping Zosan to give her some space. Thank you, choose me. Okay, well, my friend Catherine, hang out with me soon. And then, what's my spiritual path? I met someone. Let's do Cynthia. We have a lot of love readings. This is going to be awesome. I appreciate, again, everyone joining. This is awesome. This is really fun. Let's see. What am I looking at? About you. I met someone. Okay, so Cynthia. Wow, I just butchered that. Cynthia met someone. Waste of time. Let's see. Cynthia met someone. Waste of time. Let's do that. And I've been on for 40 minutes. This is going to be the last reading. Again, I'll be here tomorrow, same time, every day, same time. And a bonus stream tomorrow morning. If you're up at 6:30 a.m., I will be here as well. So we're ending soon, and this is the last question. All right, so Cynthia, you get the last spot. Then we will wrap this up and be here tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. A lot of fun here. Okay, so let's see, Cynthia. Let's see, you met someone. So is this an awesome person? Are you excited about this relationship? Or is this sort of are you just sort of trying out the waters here? I mean, is this something that you're really interested in? Is something that you're excited about that? Do you feel like a really big connection? Tell us more, Cynthia, about this new person that you met. We would all like to know. Diana, hey, how's it going? I appreciate you joining. Dorothea, I'll be around twice tomorrow, Dorothea, if you want to join and answer your question there. We have a lot of upside down. Then we have the King of Wands. Let's see, the Fool upside down. So, yeah, live even. Okay, well, Page of Cups and this is odd, the Palace of Coins as well. Okay, so we have 2 palaces. We have 2 palaces upside down. This doesn't look like a home relationship. This doesn't look like a home relationship. That would be sort of that relationship to where you sort of jump in and everything is just magical and awesome person. Okay, cool. So it doesn't look like a home relationship. Is this person moving a lot? Or is this person having issues with their home or with their apartment or something like that? Because I asked that because we have 2 palaces upside down. We pulled 2 palaces, and I did choose randomly from the deck. I don't pull from the top. I go random. So the Palace of Swords means that almost there's a communication about this person moving. There's a communication about or sort of communication about this person not being in the same place. So almost like either they're moving or they're not satisfied with where they are or enjoy his company. Okay, cool. So they're moving, they're not satisfied with where they are, and they're not satisfied with what they're doing. It's almost like they're not satisfied with a variety of things, and they're just not comfortable within that house, or else they're moving, physically moving places, and they got communication about maybe they're selling their place or they're moving, and this is where they actually be packed up and moving. So it's kind of confusing. We have two palaces upside down with that. The Fool, this is going to be very similar to a relationship that you've already had. The Fool upside down, the big new adventure, the big explosion of newness and all of that other stuff. So the Fool upside down sort of means that it's going to be similar to relationships that you've had before, which is good news, right? It's going to be similar to relationships you had before, which is good news. The Page of Cups, it's going to be a little better and more mature relationship. So it's going to be a more mature relationship in the fact that this person is a bit more on the mature level. It could be, if he's a younger person, it could be maybe he's a Capricorn and he sort of ages, the Capricorn sort of ages faster type thing. The Capricorns are mature at an earlier age. They have that work ethic and stuff like that. So the Fool upside down means it's going to be similar, and it's going to be something comfortable to where you can sort of get into the relationship and be in a comfort situation. But again, let us know how this palace works out. I've never seen this before, and it's quite unusual because if you're saying that he lived in the same house for 21 years, he's not moving, something's going on with that. Something's happening with that as far as a home is concerned, as far as maybe a job is concerned, and moving around and stuff. But again, it's going to be a comfortable relationship. You've been in this relationship before, sort of, and it's going to be a place as well. So it's a mature relationship. It's going to be something to where you can sort of settle in and have that maturity or have that stability that you're sort of looking for in a relationship. But again, confused about all this stuff. So the King of Wands, it's going to be something to where your partner is going to need to be the more mature, right? 14 years older than you. Okay, so the Page of Cups, the more maturity. So the King of Wands, he's going to be pursuing this. This is going to be an active pursuit for him. He's going to be coming along. He's going to be moving it forward. He is interested, and if you're interested, he is interested as well. So it looks very promising as far as the King of Wands is concerned. This is going to be, again, we're pointing towards the more mature, the Page of Cups upside down, more mature emotional level. He's going to be more mature in an action level. He's going to know how to just the moved and renovated a new home. Okay, that could be the palace upside down. But he's going to be comfortable with moving forward the relationship. He's going to be comfortable with taking that action. The King of Wands. King of Wands doesn't settle down, doesn't really mess around, doesn't waste a lot of time. The King of Wands goes forth and gets everything done. The King of Wands is assertive. The King of Wands knows what he wants, and it's going to be pretty stable. So, overall, it looks stable as far as that, but the palace is upside down. Just sort of watch that stability, right? Make sure that this is something you want to go forward with. Make sure this is something you want to settle down with. So do your research. Be just a standard caution that you have with anyone new. Find out for them. Watch for any signals that are kind of weird or anything like that. But as far as a relationship goes, it looks like he's interested. It looks like it's not a waste of time. It looks fairly promising. But just watch out for the palaces upside down. And that would basically be it. And we'll end the stream with some of my cards that are, again, going to be in the Echoes of Nature Oracle that's coming out at the end of January. If you like these cards, watch out. We're going to have this on Kickstarter at the end of January. We have tons of beautiful cards if you're interested in this. I'm going to price it very reasonably, and it's going to be a great deck, and it's going to be something that you can meditate with and use on a daily basis. And the ebook is coming along nice, and it's looking really well. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time tonight.